This is Byron Day in New York. Down in the Dome in Houston, the Steelers are looking for their 10th straight winning season, but they're having trouble putting the Oilers away. But Mark Malone scores here on this 2-yard run. Our temper's thin. Watch this. But it's still 2014 Steelers in the third. Jay?
All right, thank you. Byron Day in New York now, handling our updates for NFL 81. Here's the kickoff. And that's Horace Ivory, and he downs the ball. It'll come out to the 20-yard line.
In the third quarter,
from 42 to 14, tough to come back. Be interesting to see how Seattle Seahawks and David Craig handle this offensive series. Will they play it close to the vest, or will they open it back up, go for more points?
Seattle's top point performance this year has been 44 points.
Got Sam Adams, the quarterback now.
Sam Atkins, the quarterback.
Atkins, pardon me. No, that's correct.
That's correct.
I thought they made a switch.
Intercepted, coming back with it. Clay Matthews, his second interception of the season.
Not a good throw at all, Jay. That one. He'd like to have it back.
Craig coming up with the interception.
No patience here. We noted earlier that he'd hold the ball until somebody cleared, and he looked like he made a last-minute decision to go to Largent, and he never saw Matthews.
Went to the well once too often, and Matthews was there. Largent was open just for that second, but he did not see Matthews coming. And it is a first down at the 31-yard line. Feature, ice bag on the right knee there. Shaken up earlier. Paul McDonald quarterbacking the Cleveland Browns and going upstairs on first down. Oh, what a catch by White at the 20, the 15, and out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A one-hand grab by Charles White.
There's always that question about the USC tailbacks, whether they can catch football because they carry the ball all the time, 30, 40 times a game. But you'll see if this young man catch the football. That's left-handed, folks. I know he's right-handed. That was a nice catch and a nice run. And showing you the things to come for the Cleveland Browns, because he'll be their #1 running back next year.
He was isolated against the linebacker on the right side, Keith Butler. The ball is at the 11-yard line where it's a first down. 5 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the third period. Swings it out to Pruitt. Pruitt loses it. Seattle has it. Oh, another turnover. John Harris. Harris, who has 10 interceptions and a couple of touchdowns this season. The brilliant safety came away with it.
There's an NFL record, Jay. 6 fumbles, 6 recovered.
Well, you're sitting in on a little history here this afternoon. Seahawks 42, Browns 14.
It started with one automobile. A fuel-efficient automobile that offered more than just fuel efficiency. It started with Lynx. Now, for 1982, Lincoln Mercury presents a totally new Lynx, the 5-door Lynx. Lynx, now more than ever, the world belongs to Lincoln Mercury.
Going to see an NFL record set right here. 6 fumble recoveries by a defensive team in the game. Here comes number 6. Ball knocked away. Harris had quite a year, hasn't he, Jay?
Oh, my,
holy
what
cow.
a year.
And you team him up with Easley.
He and Easley are going to be quite a quinella for a long, long time. At free safety now, we've got the Cleveland quarterback, Rick Trocano. Trocano out of Pittsburgh, is playing free safety. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Pitch back coming to Horace Ivory. And Horace is over the 25-yard line to the 26. Henry Bradley, the free agent from Alcorn, made the tackle.
Would you say that Cleveland is experimenting a bit now?
Well, they are. We knew that they wanted to take a look at Ivory. We knew also that they wanted to take a look at Dan Fulton, and of course Paul McDonald, as we mentioned at the top of the show.
The 13 quarterbacks playing safety.
And there's been a lot of experimenting too by Seattle.
Ivory getting really his first chance since he's come from New England to play here.
And that was David Hughes carrying the football right there for Jack Patera's bunch. Don Good, number 50, on the tackle. Largent's coming back into the game now for Seattle with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. You saw Sam Adkins, number 12, there just a moment ago with Patera. Might see Sam in action here. Thought he was coming in a moment ago.
Why not?
Sawyer and Tice, double tight end alignment. Washington over Los Angeles in the fourth period. Throw to the sideline. Largent. And he was bumped out of bounds. They worked against Clarence Scott, the strong safety. Another catch for Largent. Well, this is why this fellow's in the Pro Bowl, and this was some throw. 18-yard pickup.
Perfect, and it went right over Ron Bolt. Watch 28. Went right over his head. Didn't even know it. Clarence had to knock him out of bounds. That was a perfect throw, Jay.
Largent having a fine afternoon and capping off a wonderful season. He's out of there now, and McCullum is in. McCullum is set to the left side, first and 10.
Largent's 4 for 56, Jay.
And 2 touchdowns. David Hughes, number 46, carrying it a couple. Thomas Brown, 97, and Henry Bradley, number 91 there.
Redskins really turned their season around. You mentioned that score. They opened up 0-5.
Another team, when they got their selves healthy, that really got going. And Joe Gibbs done an excellent job there.
Graduate of Air Coryell.
Autry Beeman is back in at free safety. Tricano out of there. Down to the 46-yard line, Horace Ivory. Clay Matthews, 57, and Eddie Johnson, number 51, in there now as a linebacker, made the play. Seattle has recovered 6 Cleveland fumbles. Now, we get word that is a club record, and we also understand it's an NFL record, but we should double-check that maybe. The statisticians are having a field day here this afternoon, I'll tell you.
And we're not in the fourth quarter yet, Jay. We could have a couple, 3 or 4 more.
3rd and 4 at the 46-yard line. Craig steps up, and down he goes. Lost the ball, and Cleveland has it. Cleveland recovering. Now we're just getting word after double checking that is a club record, 6 fumble recoveries, not a league record. The league record is 8. Here's another turnover. Thomas Brown, number 97. Watch him here.
Craig again doesn't feel the pressure from the backside. Never knows he's coming. And he tried to flip that ball to somebody, it looked like.
That was Robinson. Robinson made the play, and it was Thomas Brown who came up with the ball. First and 10 to the 49-yard line. Down goes McDonald. Seattle gets it back. Jacob Green. Oh, man. McDonald is slow to get up. That's the 7th fumble recovery.
Green caused the fumble, and Hardy picked it up. That's 7. We'll get the record yet. Well, we just got the turnover when Dave Craig was sacked and fumbled. Now McDonald in the same situation, and Green is just all over him. Ball's down. 75, Robert Hardy picks it up. 9 turnovers for the Browns this afternoon.
Mike Hampton, you and I have been working the NFL for a long, long time. I don't remember one quite this wild.
Nope. No, this one goes in the book.
First down at the 45-yard line for Seattle. Craig pitches it back. Sherman Smith. Penalty marker down. Smith got about a yard before Mike Robinson, 92, and Henry Bradley, number 91, made the play.
Chuck Hepperling's having a tough time. His crew's got to keep this game under control. It could get even more ragged than it is now.
Holding against Seattle. The Seahawks had fumbled 34 times and Cleveland 29 times coming into today's game.
2 a game, somewhere around there. They'll change that average.
Holding 78. Offense, first down.
Coach Patera stoically looking out, didn't like the call.
There isn't much you can say in a game like this to your players. Keep your concentration, that's about all.
Don't get hurt out there.
Yeah, really. Don't go home with plaster on you for Christmas.
Paul Johns, Sam McCullum, and Steve Largent all in there. 3 wide receivers. McCullum going in motion. First and 20 at the 45. Out to Sherman Smith at the 50. 45. Cuts it to the 40-yard line. Short of a first down, but a big gainer. Jerry Shirk in there now defensively for the Browns. The 12-year veteran, number 72, on the tackle. A 16-yard gainer.
And watch this throw by David Craig. Under tremendous pressure, and it's supposed to be that way on the screen. He throws it sidearm. And then Sherman Smith picks it off and makes a nice run.
Smith playing with a stress fracture in his left leg. Bob Newton with a good block, number 78.
People might wonder how he can play with a fractured leg. It's a non-weight bearing fracture. As long as somebody doesn't hit it with a helmet, he's fine.
Second down and 5. Largent in motion. Pitch back to Sherman Smith. Short of a first down. A penalty marker thrown from way down at the end. Tackle credited to Elvis Frank, number 94, as Sam Rutigliano's taken a lot of opportunities now to look at some of his second and third line people.
We have offsetting foul, number 81 in the blue and number 50 in the white during the dead ball. The down counts, it's third down.
Call against Don Good of the Browns and against John Sawyer of the Seahawks. The down will go by the boards.
A little frustration. He didn't throw either one of them out of the game, so it wasn't that serious.
There's Sawyer. Played at Southern Mississippi. Southern Mississippi defeated last night in the Tangerine Bowl by the Missouri Tigers. It's at the 38-yard line, 3rd and 3. Largent comes to the right side. McCullum is left. Just David Hughes behind the quarterback, and that's Hughes with the football. He got clotheslined, but came very close to getting the first down. Mike Robinson, number 92, was there. Don Good, number 50.
Hughes almost lost his head.
He was guillotined a little bit. Fans here yelling, go for it, go for it. It's going to be 4th and about a yard.
And they'll go for it.
Dennis Boyd, number 68, coming in. Number 46, you see David Hughes.
This game's for the fans, Jay.
Well, it's been an enjoyable affair, and we're still in the third quarter. Sherman Smith and David Hughes in the backfield. Largent in motion. And it is a first down. David Hughes all the way to the 30-yard line. Tackled by Ron Bolton.
What happens in short yardage, give a little inch and they'll take a mile. There's nobody to stop them.
Made a nice move to the outside here.
Short yardage, everybody's thinking stop the run up the middle. Hughes makes the move outside. Once you beat the linebackers, there's nothing but safeties back there to run over.
The end of the third quarter. The score, Seahawks 42, the Browns 14. We'll be back after these messages from your local station.
Sunday is Bob Hope's annual Christmas Bag Full of Stars, Gags, and Fun, starring Lonnie Anderson and Brooke Shields.
How about that?
It's going to be a Bob Hope Christmas. Then, first time on TV, a truly inspirational story. Pope John Paul II. 2 great holiday specials, Sunday on NBC.
Bring your family to meet our family at Haircrafters Cut and Curl. Get a great blower cut with just the right style for guys and gals at this special price. Precision cuts the way you want them at this special price. Exciting perms hold their shape for lively parties and year-round fun for guys and gals. No appointment necessary. Bring your family to Haircrafters Cut and Curl for the look you'll like.
The Toyota Standard Truck has 3 very impressive numbers that we feel will transport you to your Toyota dealer. The first 2 are 32 and 25. The third number is 6298. So when buying a truck, go buy the numbers and go buy number 1, the best-selling line of small trucks, Toyota. So go buy number 1.
Toyota. Making a joyful noise tonight at 6.
These wonderful fans here have just paid a wonderful tribute to Calvin Hill. The announcement made that this is Hill's last game. Fine gentlemen from Yale, and they came to their feet and applauded here for nearly a minute. And the fans are mighty happy here in the Kingdome.
Even the Seahawks players on the sideline were applauding for him. That's a great tribute to a fine gentleman.
And Calvin might be in the broadcast booth,
yes,
they say, next year.
As long as he didn't take my seat, that's
Play action. Craig throwing, almost intercepted. Fine play by Clay Matthews, who's having a good game. Matthews, a number 1 draft pick out of USC.
Third quarter statistics. Again, the Browns almost got 100 yards more total offense. They've had the ball for almost 6 more minutes, and they're trailing 42-14.
We're in the 4th period here in the Kingdome. I was here when Franco Harris got the 10,000 yards, and these fans were very appreciative at that time. Today was the last game for Carl Eller as Chicago's Bears went out with a win.
Alan Page,
I mean, not Carl Eller.
They both played in the same defensive line. That's all right.
But Alan Page, his last game today.
They got him a win.
Yep. That's Ivory again, and he is out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Dick Ambrose, the linebacker, 52, made the tackle. Third down and 4 coming. It was 14-0 at the end of the first period. Seahawks went out to lead 28-0 before the Browns scored late in the second period, and it was 28-7 at half. Seahawks got 14 in the third period, to 7 for the Browns, 42-14. Craig stepping up, throwing, and couldn't quite get it to Sam McCullum.
Had him open.
McCullum was clearing down the left side.
I like the poise of Craig. He had Cleveland Browns flying by him on both sides, stepped up. Just didn't quite have the time to let McCullum clear and catch the pass.
Well, as we said earlier, Zorn will definitely, I would think, be the starter here, and well, he should be, a talented performer, but it is going to be nice to have a Dave Craig who has had this opportunity for experience, and I think the Seahawks will be a team that will put a lot of fear in everybody they play next year. Field goal attempt coming. The ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line.
They wouldn't fake it, would they?
No. And the kick is wide to the right from Wilson Alvarez. Seahawks would be happy to have Herrera back too next year. A timeout. 14:39 to play in the game. 42-14. The Seahawks over the Browns.
Motorcraft reveals the enemy of gas mileage, fuel-robbing friction in your engine. Motorcraft introduces the Gas Saver, Motorcraft's new super premium motor oil. It fights friction so well, it can actually save you gas as you drive. New Motorcraft super premium oil. It can save you gas. Motorcraft, for the future of your car, for sure.
What's more natural than spicy hot food and icy cold beer? What's more natural than Natural Light from Anheuser-Busch? It's the beer with a taste for food. So, when you want to put out the fire,
What's more natural than Natural Light?
Sally Field, Academy Award-winning actress. William Hurt, Hollywood's hottest new star of Body Heat, together live and all the way home, Monday on NBC.
The Seagulls entertaining. I'm just going to sit back and watch. How about you? There's Santa.
Could say something about the game, huh?
A delay up the middle. Mike Pruitt. Mike Pruitt getting to the 32-yard line. Manu Tuiasosopo on the tackle, a pickup of 7. Fans booing because problem about a ball on that field goal attempt slithering off the netting, and somebody came up with a ball, and they don't want to give it back.
That's going to be his Merry Christmas present.
I can't blame him. If the net didn't do the job, they should let him keep it.
Yep.
Mike Pruitt, number 43. Again, Doug Sutherland, 69 on the tackle. It is a first down for Cleveland. Cleveland.
Keeping the ball on the ground, running that clock.
I'm sure the Browns are going to be happy to see this season come to a close. It's been a bitter disappointment for Sam Rutigliano and his bunch that got to the playoffs and almost got all the way. Lost that tough one to Oakland and went on to win the Super Bowl. That's Greg Pruitt across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. Rodell Thomas, number 59 on the play. There's a penalty marker way back downfield at the 32-yard line. You know, Mike, after this Cleveland club has hung tough with all of these injuries, here's a holding call against them. I guess this afternoon really typifies the kind of year they've had.
Exactly. They have the great yardage inside the 20-yard line, can't score, turnovers at the wrong time. As always next year.
Got a nice slate on Ken Easley, the number 1 draft pick coming up here.
And he really set the tone for the day.
Number 73.
What a great athlete.
He really is something else. That call went against Doug Deacon of the Browns.
Those number 1 draft choices on that Seattle Seahawks defense are going to start paying off. But nobody expected Cincinnati and San Francisco to be right in the thick of it. This club could do it in 1 year, too.
Mike Pruitt over the 35, still going, and out to the 40-yard line. Good effort there by Pruitt. Jackson 55, and again all the way from the other side, number 45 Easley, 13-yard pickup.
I like to see this out of Mike Pruitt. His team's down 42-14. The season's over with. I mean, he could have gone down right there, but no. This back, he catches over 50 passes a year, gains 1,000 yards. No quitting him.
Started today as 3rd in the AFC rushing race. And if you're a late tuner in, young Mr. Rogers is the rushing champion for the regular season in the NFL.
Set a rookie record, too.
2nd and 7, a long one, and way overthrown. He was going for Dan Fulton. Penalty markers are down, back downfield with 12 minutes and 38 seconds remaining to be played in this one. Seahawks have it in hand, 42-14. It'll go against the Browns.
Who else? Everything else has gone against them today.
The Seahawks won the first 3 meetings in this series. Cleveland won here last year, 27-3. Coach Rutigliano and his assistants talking things over.
Penalties, turnovers, everything's gone against them.
Holding. Offense, number 71. Second down.
That time the call is against Matt Miller, who's taken over for Deacon. Second down and 17. McDonald is 15 out of 21, 194 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Taking over for Brian Sipe. Out of the backfield, completes it to Greg Pruitt. Pruitt got some of the yardage back as he nears the 40-yard line before Rodell Thomas made the play. Pickup of 10.
Those are nice statistics for McDonald. The problem is 42-14 the other way.
A reminder that next Sunday on NBC at 8:30 Pacific and 11:30 Eastern Time, the wild card game from New York with the Jets going against Chuck Knox Buffalo Bills. The Bills beaten on Saturday afternoon in the Orange Bowl by Miami. What a job Don Shula's done.
With Mears.
Pass complete. And it was Ozzie Newsome who took it in, the tight end. First down. Tackle made by Rodell Thomas.
You talked about that wild card game. In this playoff format, that's the first time 3 teams have ever come out of the same division. 2 wild card teams and the division winner.
Wild card will have the Giants and Philadelphia in the NFC. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. And here comes an interception. It's Easley. Penalty marker is down. Easley all the way back to the 40. He may go. There is a penalty marker down. Easley is in. But let's see if they're going to call it back. 74 yards unofficially. Let's see if the play will stand.
It's coming back, Jay.
Holding against Seattle.
Would have been something. 74 and 82.
Newsome, with that last catch a few moments ago, went over the 1,000-yard yardage figure in pass catching for the Cleveland Browns. We're going to play it back for you. You can see what a tremendous individual this fella is. Looked like the call went against Michael Jackson.
Defense, number 59.
No, it was against
first down.
Rodell Thomas.
Easily could play running back in this league. The way he runs the football.
Easily could play anywhere.
Anywhere he wants.
At the 44-yard line, first down. 11:08 to play. Logan hit and out of bounds as he got to the 28-yard line. Vic Miner making the play, number 21 in the Seahawks secondary. Miner is a second-year man from Northeast Louisiana.
Patera hasn't been able to enjoy football games like this one today.
No, yet you look at that face of his, very stoic, very bemused about it all. Now Mike Pruitt and Greg Pruitt are both in the backfield for Cleveland. Number 86, Dan Fulton, goes wide to the left. Ozzie Newsome is in the slot left and Logan to the right. And the throw over the middle behind the intended receiver, Ozzie Newsome. Middle linebacker, or let's say it was the right linebacker, Keith Butler, 53, who was there on the coverage.
Look at this offense, Jay. They got Pruitt with 1,000 yards rushing, over 60 pass receptions. Newsome, 1,000 yards this year. Great receiving year. And here they are, looking at a 5-11 season.
Well, I don't think it's panic time for the Browns. They've just had a rough year. A little patchwork, maybe. Calvin Hill. Hill out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Dave Brown, 22 on the tackle. Another fine hand for Calvin Hill. Cincinnati up by 9 in the fourth quarter. Jim Breach has just kicked a 20-yard field goal with 8:07 left in that one. Washington putting it on Los Angeles. Theismann is thrown to save, 37 yards late in the third period. And Pittsburgh, the proud Steelers, coming back, leading 20-14 late in the third. Pass goes to Pruitt. And he gets to the 10-yard line. That is Greg Pruitt. They just have their numbers reversed. One's 43, one's 34. Michael Jackson, 55, and John Harris, 44 on the tackle. A pickup of 7. Calvin Hill is coming back into the backfield. They may be calling some plays for McDonald now, although we have been told he would call all of his own plays this afternoon. Mike Pruitt comes out, and it is Calvin Hill and Greg Pruitt in the backfield. 2nd down and 2 at the 8-yard line. Seattle showing the blitz. The throw to Hill. He's going to get a touchdown in his last game in National Football League action. Well, by golly, that's nice. Calvin Hill, 34 years old. A touchdown for the 12-year veteran from Yale. And listen to these fans applauding.
They love it. Isn't that great?
3 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown for Calvin Hill.
Well, we knew this one was coming. Dave Logan brought the play in. McDonald was looking for him all the way. All he had to do was beat the linebacker. This guy's had a great career. Nice way to end. He'll remember that all of his life, Jay.
Yeah, special thrill for him. The point after by Barr is up, and it's good. We've got 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining to be played here at the Kingdome. This is the final Sunday of the regular season. Seahawks 42, Browns 21.
Let's do something romantic.
It's their anniversary.
I thought we were buying a frying pan.
A fancy restaurant.
Let's hem out some flowers.
A dark restaurant with candles.
Music. Where are we going to find that?
Hold it.
Matching wallet.
Hold it. The first step is the yellow pages.
The Bell System Yellow Pages, the first step to help you plan a celebration. Before you waste time and energy, take the first step. Let your fingers do the walking through the Bell System Yellow Pages.
Dad, we may have to borrow some money. Oh.
Until this year, if you've been searching for great mileage in a standard size 6-cylinder pickup, you've been caught in a catch-22. Announcing the new Ford FS, the only Ford 6-cylinder pickup ever to break the catch-22. 22 estimated MPG. Used for comparison, your mileage may differ. This tough Ford now has adjustable twin I-beam suspension and has full-size cab comfort to seat 3. This is the truck America's been waiting for. See your Ford dealer today and catch 22 for yourself. America's truck. It's built Ford tough.
New Year's Day, the oldest and most prestigious of all bowl games, the Rose Bowl, as the Washington Huskies battle the Iowa Hawkeyes, a classic matchup between 2 of the biggest surprise teams of the 1981 college football season. The granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, a New Year's tradition from NBC Sports.
Thank you, Calvin Hill. Our thanks to you for
12 great seasons.
Oh, yes. That's the 65th career touchdown for Calvin Hill. Just a moment ago.
Well, he made him believe in Ivy Leaguers.
Yes, sir. Horace Ivory coming out at the 10, at the 20, and to the 24-yard line. Both clubs have 3 timeouts remaining. It is 42-21. Seahawks over the Browns.
Think they'll use any of those timeouts, Jay? There's the scoring drive. 10 plays, 75 yards, and a history-making catch. Or maybe a memory-making catch for Calvin Hill.
No question about that.
I remember Floyd Little's last game. Denver got a screen pass for a touchdown. He said, that's the one I'll remember, not the first or the many in between. That's great for Calvin Hill.
Yes, indeed. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Largent coming in motion to the near sideline. And Craig still throwing, and Largent still catching and out of bounds up at the 35-yard line. Stop made by Ron Bolton.
Largent staying in shape for the Pro Bowl. I thought he'd be out of there by now. Of course, there aren't many subs put in for Jack Patera. A lot of people hurt.
Largent goes over 1,200 yards on the season. And that means I think he's the 7th player in NFL history to go over the 1,200 in a season. Back-to-back. Handoff to Eric Lane. Lane, who played at BYU. The Cougars beating the Cougars.
Yes. Holiday Bowl.
That was a good ball game.
That one always is. 2 years ago, that last play.
The state of Washington can be very proud of Washington State and the Huskies.
Well, Los Angeles put 2 teams in bowl games, and Washington put 2 teams in bowl games.
Remember, on New Year's Day, what a day here on NBC, the Fiesta. Penn State.
I'm going to be down there watching
USC. And then Iowa and Washington. And then Clemson and Nebraska. The Fiesta, the Rose, and the Orange on NBC. Craig throwing to the far sideline. Oh, how did he get the ball? Largent again. Clarence Scott looked like he might have a shot at the interception.
That was a perfect throw, perfect catch. I think went right through Scott's hands, right into Largent's. Good patience this time by the young rookie.
19-yard pickup and more yardage and more catches for Largent. Largent now 1,224. They just made the announcement. There he is. 6 catches for 80 yards today and a couple of touchdowns. Right up the middle. The handoff going to Eric Lane. Eddie Johnson, number 51, made the tackle.
Well, Largent's only been in the league 6 years, Jay. He could, if he stays healthy and has a good 10, 12-year career, he could set all kinds of receiving records.
Indeed, indeed. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line. Going long for McCullum.
Too much pressure on Craig that time. He had to throw it early.
Ball was thrown outside. McCullum was heading back inside. Coverage, very good coverage by Ron Bolton. Well, while I have the opportunity, you know, it's always a pleasure to come into your homes on Sunday and bring you the NFL action. It's a very, very special pleasure to come to Seattle and work with this fine crew. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you so much. You do a great job for us. Don Anderson and his people. The Seattle Seahawks, a class act. And, of course, the same is true of Art Modell's great Cleveland Brown franchise. Our old friend Nate Wallach. That's Horace Ivory. Horace gets to the 31-yard line and a first down. Clarence Scott made the tackle. 8 minutes to play here in the Kingdome with the Seahawks leading at 42-21. We'll run down all of the scores again just a bit later on, bring you up to date again. The AFC wild card game will have Buffalo playing the Jets in New York at 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern time next Sunday. And the NFC will have the Philadelphia Eagles in action against the New York Giants next Sunday. Craig over the middle. That's McCullum. McCullum out of bounds. Clarence Scott ran him out at the 26-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards. Number 22 right there, Clarence Scott. 34 career interceptions, an 11-year veteran out of Kansas State. Browns missing Marshall Harris, placed on injured reserve. He had the broken hand. Missing Tom Darden, of course, today in the defense. David Hughes hit down on a very fine play. Coming up to make it. Hanford Dixon, number 29. Little help from Mike Robinson. Largent and McCullum coming back in. Loss of 6 on the play. And going in for the Browns, big number 97, Thomas Brown. along with an extra back, Judson Flint, number 20. Sam Rutigliano. It's been a long season and a long Sunday afternoon for him.
Oh, you look up the man upstairs and say, why me in situations like this?
3rd and 10. Craig throwing and completing to Hughes. Hughes drives down to the 26-yard line. Autry Beeman, number 24, on the tackle. Pickup of 6.
I'll bet you they don't kick a field goal, and I bet you they don't punt either. They'll go for it.
Fans are yelling, go, go, go.
It'd be kind of rubbing your nose in it if you kick a field goal. You can't punt this close.
This crowd has been entertained here this afternoon.
You don't get to see this kind of output too often.
Largent to the right, McCullum to the left. 4th down and 4. Craig, and incomplete. An ill-advised toss, almost intercepted by Judson Flint.
4th down, why not? Throw it up. As good as a punt.
We're going to take a timeout. Seahawks 42, Browns 21. More in a moment.
The Black Forest, where Porsches stretch out and run. What's a Mazda RX-7 doing here? Making a point about outstanding value in a sports car. Because while the RX-7 offers the performance, economy, and sophistication you expect in a true fine sports car, it offers it at a price you most certainly don't expect. The more you look at some of the finest sports cars in the world, the more you like the 1982 Mazda RX-7.
Welcome to warm afternoons and cattle rides.
Sunny Rhine days with your friends and mine.
Special moments.
The feeling shows. A gallows toast with the Rhine that flows. Oh, the joy of sharing gallows wine.
Will we ever have a house like this?
Share the joy of gallows wine.
Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. They're playing Jingle Bells. Yes, sir.
Nice Christmas present Seattle's given the home fans.
Cleveland 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line. 5:43 to go. McDonald airing it out and completing it to David Logan at the 45-yard line. Logan hit by number 55. Michael Jackson, help from Ken Easley.
Hurry up offense. No huddle.
Calvin Hill breaking down to the 50. Still going. And Hill gets to the 46-yard line. Michael Jackson, 55 on the tackle. Coming to the 5-minute mark.
Still no huddle, Jay. They want to get a touchdown.
Calvin Hill again. Calvin gets to the 35-yard line. Jackson is there along with number 60, Kevin Turner, who is in the game, a second-year free agent from Pacific. He was released by the Skins and also the Giants.
They want Calvin to get another touchdown, I got a feeling.
McDonald throwing and incomplete. Intended for Ozzie Newsome. They'd like to get some more yardage on Newsome's stats also. Rodell Thomas, 59, the linebacker back there. 4.5 to play. Well, if you just came in and turned on the set, it was 28-0 before you really knew what happened here. Seahawks 28-7 at half. It's now 42-21 with 4.5 to go in the fourth period, and a tremendous offensive show by the defensive unit of Seattle today. McDonald is 23 of 31 for 288 yards, and he's down. And it was Robert Hardy. Hardy, a 10th round pick, a real fine. Old Heartburn Hardy himself.
Heartburn. This time he makes a great inside move. McDonald looking the other way, never has a chance. Hardy's right on him before he knows what happened. 6 times today they've gotten to the quarterbacks.
3rd and 19. Calvin Hill, a delay at the 40, and fights his way to the 35-yard line. Michael Jackson and Rodell Thomas on the stop. Pickup of 9, and a timeout called by Cleveland.
The punters could have stayed home today.
No question about that. 3:54 remaining in this game. A timeout here in the Kingdome. 42-21 Seahawks.
Michelob brings you the 7-day weekend, downbeat style. Whether it's jazz, classical, country, or rock, music and Michelob is always the perfect arrangement. Because that smooth and mellow taste helps make any time feel a little like a weekend.
Put a little weekend in your week.
Bavaria, where the Volkswagen Jetta really knows its way. What's a Mazda GLC sedan doing here? Making a point about outstanding value. Because while the GLC offers the performance, versatility, and economy you expect in a refined front-wheel drive economy sedan, it offers it at a price you don't expect. The more you look at some of the finest economy sedans in the world, the more you like the 1982 Mazda GLC sedan.
With Mike Hafner, Jay Randolph. The waning minutes of what has been a big afternoon for the Seattle Seahawks, leading 42-21 over the Browns. Fourth and 10 for Cleveland at the 35-yard line. McDonald throwing to Hill, and I don't think he got the first down.
I don't think so either, Joe.
Tackle made by Michael Jackson with help from Gregory Johnson, number 27. Pickup of 9. And Seattle's going to get the football. And another fine round of applause for Calvin Hill coming off down below. Seattle leading at 42-21 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. Lyle Alzado there. Another timeout here. 42-21 Seattle.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Hi, I'm Mike Prue of the Cleveland Browns. You know, music can be a magical thing, particularly when it helps young people. Here in Cleveland, there's a special place for that. It starts with one-on-one. Here, a blind child comes to see a whole new world through music. As a United Way volunteer, I've worked with these children. I've seen firsthand how it works. Music as therapy. It's not a new idea, but here at this United Way supported agency, children with learning disabilities, special children with emotional problems, artistic children with developmental problems, all can find help. Music can transcend all barriers. With your support of United Way, you're bringing more than music into their lives. That's why I want to say, thanks to you, it works for all of us. The United Way.
The preceding announcement was furnished as a public service by the National Football League. Browns have 27 first downs. The Seahawks have 16. We have about statistics you to death this afternoon with all of this. 42-21 Seahawks. Atkins is the new quarterback, and the handoff to Horace Ivory. Eddie Johnson, number 51, ran him out of bounds over there. A pickup of 7 yards. Oh, we see Sam Atkins, the 5-year man from Wichita State. He is 7 out of 13 passing, 96 yards, a touchdown, an interception. Run the ball for 28 yards and has a rather impressive 9.3 rushing average.
There's Dave Craig on the sideline after a productive day.
Talented young man. They're proud of him here and
In Milton.
In Wisconsin, yes, sir. Horace Ivory, or Eric Lane, let's see, it was Eric Lane, yes. And Matthews and Robinson on the tackle.
Cleveland calls timeout. They want the ball back, Jay.
They're practicing for next year.
Right.
Leo Murphy, the veteran trainer of the Cleveland Browns. Bruce Scott does the training for Seattle. The athletic trainers in this country, what a job they do. You know, next Saturday on NBC Sports World, it's a lineup of events from that breathtaking Paradise, Hawaii. The challenge of thunderous waves in the men's pro surfing. And America's best will meet China in men's gymnastics. Plus, wet and wild jet ski racing. That looks like fun. All next Saturday, 4 Eastern Time, NBC Sports World.
Well, if you can't go to Hawaii, watch NBC and warm up with the World Surfing Championships.
Let's remind you again about next Sunday's game between the Jets and the Buffalo Bills. 8:30 Eastern, 11:30, or let's see, 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 here on the Pacific Coast. Buffalo and the Jets. And of course, New Year's Day. Be with us. We'd like to welcome those viewers who have just joined us. The score here in the Kingdome, Seattle 42, Cleveland Browns 21. Family Circus Christmas will be coming up immediately following the conclusion of this game, and it'll be seen in its regular time on the West Coast. Jay Randolph along with Mike Hafner. And now the officials step in, and a timeout was called by Seattle with 3:26 remaining. Let's see. Apparently there's a problem with a 30-second clock, I believe. I don't think...
I think it just took too long. It's a delay of game.
Delay of game. Cleveland had called a timeout, and then Seattle did not put the ball in play in its 30-second time period.
Sam Atkins being nice to Cleveland, 42-21.
Sarah did not like that.
No, he doesn't like them making mistakes no matter what.
42-21, the Seahawks over the Browns. Seahawks led early, 28-0. Great defensive play by Seattle all afternoon. This is Atkins who's taken over for Craig, and he is out to the 33-yard line. Brought down by Don Good, number 50.
Said he had a 9-yard rushing average. Didn't hurt it right there.
Frank Garcia is running onto the field, thrilled that he's going to get the punt for the second time this afternoon.
Both punters could have stayed home and Christmas shop today. They didn't have any.
Garcia taking over for Jeff West. We're going to pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is KING-TV, Channel 5, Seattle.
With Mike Hafner, Jay Randolph at the Kingdome, 39th straight sellout for the Seattle Seahawks. Their record will go to 6-10. The Browns will be 5-11. A complete turnaround from their 11-5 of a year ago.
They could be 11-5 next year real easy. It's not like they have to do wholesale changes here. As Tamara Tigliano says, you don't use the guillotine to stop dandruff.
Frank Garcia on to do the punting. Jeff West injured in Denver last Sunday. A few of the faithful are still here.
Oh, they've enjoyed this, Jay.
Oh, it's been an entertaining afternoon of football if you're a Seahawk fan. Single setback, Dino Hall. Garcia, a high boomer, fair catch. Dino Hall took it in at the 24-yard line. And Cleveland gets the football with 3:03 to play. 41-yard punt.
Suppose they'll give it to Calvin Hill on every play again.
Well, he's back out there. Seahawks got an 82-yard touchdown on an interception by Easley in the early going, and it set the tone for this game. They led 14-0 at the end of the first period. Led 28-7 at half. Seahawks had 14, the Browns 7 in the third period. Browns have scored here in the fourth. Long one downfield. Dave Logan, the intended receiver. Gregory Johnson on the coverage, almost came up with what would have been a dandy interception.
And we've had our share of turnovers today. 7 fumble recoveries by Seattle. Tough to even stay close in the game when you put it on the ground that many times.
2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining to be played. Cincinnati 30, Atlanta 21. Jim Breach has just kicked his third field goal of the afternoon for the Bengals. 8:07 left in the fourth period in that very important game.
Cincinnati needs to win that to maintain the home field advantage throughout the playoffs in the AFC. If they lose, Miami gets it.
McDonald airs it out again, and incomplete. This time, Dan Fulton, the intended receiver. Coverage by Dave Brown, number 22. 2:51 left to play in this game.
Fulton, they want to know if he's got hands. Well, they got to get it to him so he can catch it.
Well, he caught one.
Yes.
And looked pretty good. It was a nice catch.
Great speed, fluid moves. They say the people who watch the Browns say he looks a little bit like Paul Warfield in his early days. He turns out to be half as good as Paul.
Uh-oh. Houston comes back to defeat Pittsburgh 21-20. And down at the 25-yard line goes Paul McDonald in the grasp of Jacob Green.
7 sack today on the quarterbacks.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. The clock is moving. The Browns are out of timeouts. The Seahawks have 3 remaining. And Steve Cox, the rookie from Arkansas, fine punting average of 42.5. First punt of the afternoon for the Cleveland Browns. Paul Johns takes it at the 40. 45, 47, penalty marker down. Tackle credited to McDonald Odin, the tight end, I should say. 2-minute warning is going to be given. 37-yard punt, 10-yard return, and we'll wait to get the penalty. It'll be against the Seahawks. The penalty goes against the Seahawks. 2-minute warning. Seahawks lead at 42-21. We'll be back for the final 2 minutes after this.
Alcoa presents Fantastic Finishes. 1967, 15 degrees below zero in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Packers trail the Cowboys by 3. The field is a sheet of ice as Bart Starr keeps the ball and sneaks into the end zone for the score. Who made the block that sprung him? Right guard Jerry Kramer against massive Jethro Pugh. The Packers win 21-17 and claim the NFL championship.
Alcoa can't wait.
Since time began, nature has demonstrated the wisdom of recycling. In rain that falls to the earth, travels to the sea, and rises to the clouds again. Now, man must learn to recycle too. At Alcoa, we've already started by initiating programs that are saving billions of aluminum cans every year. Raw materials and energy too. Recycling, we're simply doing what nature has always done.
We can't wait for tomorrow. Alcoa can't wait.
Well, don't forget, playoff action coming up on NBC. Our executive producer of NFL football is Don Ohlmeyer. The coordinating producer, Ted Nathanson. The telecast of today's game has been produced by Roy Hammerman and directed by Barry Stoddard. Our associate director, Jim Mowry. And our thanks to the rest of the crew. Our spotters, Jim Ott, Gary Moore, our statistician, Barry Culver, and as I said, all the gang. Really, this is a tremendous crew, and it's a joy always to be here in Seattle, in the Kingdome,
First and 10.
and work with a very professional staff. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Horace Ivory. Mercifully, he stayed in bounds at the 31-yard line. Dick Ambrose, number 52, on the tackle.
A nice observation, Jay. Mercifully stayed in bounds. Nobody's in a hurry. Cleveland can't stop the clock.
Sam Adkins now quarterbacking for the Seattle Seahawks. Run down a few scores for you. There's Chicago and
hurt Denver's chances.
Hurt Denver and helped San Diego right there. Tampa Bay, big win for them today. They're in there. Second down and 9. Handoff going to David Hughes. Hughes goes down at the 35-yard line. Clay Matthews made the tackle. Kansas City over Minnesota. Kansas City improved this year. The Jets in the wild card game beating Green Bay. Packers out of it. Philadelphia in the NFC wild card game 38-0 over St. Louis. Baltimore beat New England 23-21. San Francisco, what a year they've had under Bill Walsh. .30 seconds left to go. 3rd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Last play of the game, Jay.
David Hughes will carry the ball on the last play of this season. Washington over Los Angeles. Houston defeats Pittsburgh 21-20 in the final moments. And here it's all over. The Seahawks win it 42-21 over the Cleveland Browns. We'll be back in just a moment.
To the men who took the Andrea Doria treasure back from the sea, this bud's for you.
This bud's for you. There's no one else who does it quite the way you do. Quite the way you do. So here's to you. You know it isn't only what you say, it's what you do. This bud's for you. This bud's for you. For all you do, the king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This bud's for you.
It's the magic time of year when love's the warming flame. Though we celebrate in many ways, the feeling's still the same. We're America's storyteller, celebrating life with you. Picturing the stories of everything you do.
For over 100 years, people have trusted their memories to Kodak Film, America's storyteller.
The final score, the Seattle Seahawks 42, the Cleveland Browns 21. For Mike Hafner, Jay Randolph. Merry Christmas to you all. NBC Sports has all the playoff action. The American Football Conference. It begins next Sunday. The AFC wildcard game. The Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. On January 2nd and 3rd, it's the AFC divisional playoffs. And finally, it climaxes with the AFC Championship on January the 10th. So, for the best of the NFL playoffs, stay with the leader in innovative sports television. That's NBC. And good afternoon from the Kingdome in Seattle.
A promotional fee has been paid to NBC by United Airlines. We serve more of this land's top 100 business centers than any other airline. Fly the friendly skies.
This has been a presentation of NBC Sports, the leader in innovative sports television.